Why I don't declutter anymore. Number one, I don't really have anything left to declutter. Number two, what little I do have, who would want it? So I'm not going to try to give it to anybody. Number three, if I threw it out, that would be so wasteful. Number four, what little I do have, I need to save it so that I don't have to rebuy later. So, yeah, I don't declutter anymore. But there are exceptions. Like, for example, if you're married to a hoarder and either he dies or you divorce him, then you probably have a lot of junk that you need to declutter. So, yeah, there are exceptions, but in a normal, everyday person, more than likely, a lot of that decluttering is being wasteful. Just don't buy it to begin with. And then if you do, just be very careful with what you declutter. Minimalism can be wasteful and sad, and it's supposed to be something positive. And yes, it can be positive, but if you go too wild on the decluttering, then it can be really wasteful. I don't consider myself a minimalist anymore. I don't need that label on me. If I need a label, then I will call myself a have what I need a list or what makes me happy a list. Some of those minimalist books tell you to do drastic things. So be careful when they tell you to do certain things. Remember, they're not always right just because they've got a book out there. You need to do whatever's right for you. Minimalism is personal. There's no wrong or right way to do it. No rules, just do whatever's right for you. For example, one particular person might love to entertain, or they might have a big family, so they might need four couches or four sets of dishes, and that's okay. And if someone gives me a sentimental gift that I didn't need, I'm going to keep it. Like I said, some of the minimalist books tell you to do things that are too harsh or too drastic, so be careful when reading them. I read them for entertainment, but I don't do what they say. Now, in my personality, I think it's good for everything to have a home and to put things back in their home when you're finished with them. That decreases stress. You know where everything's at, and you don't have to rebuy things because you know where they're at. And I think it's good. Just have what you need and what makes you happy and what brings you joy. However, if you do have excess for whatever reason, I think it's good to keep the excess in most cases so you don't have to rebuy it later. For example, if someone gives me a can opener for Mother's Day and I already have a can opener that works perfectly well, I'll keep both can openers because eventually one of them's going to break and then I won't have to rebuy one. Anyway, it's all about mindful buying. Mindful buying saves money and it keeps from cluttering up the house. So those are the two benefits of mindful buying. It saves money and it keeps the house from getting cluttered up. I just want to have a cozy storybook style life and house. When you look at a storybook, everything is perfect and neat. There's no excess clutter. Everything is perfect and cozy. So, in conclusion, I'm not going to do what the minimalist books tell you to do. I'm not going by the minimalist laws and rules. I'm not getting rid of my clothes except for 3 outfits. I'd have to do laundry 3 times a week if I only had 3 outfits. That's so wasteful. I'm not getting rid of all my shoes except one pair. I'd have that one pair worn out so fast. So I guess going from a minimalist to a have what you need a list, or a have whatever brings you joyalist is the equivalent of going from being a religious person to a Christian. No laws or rules to follow. So even though I don't live zero waste, I wish I could, but I don't. I am as least wasteful as I can get by with.